Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with a early look preview of the Ole Miss versus Arkansas college football matchup on Saturday, October 7th, 2023. Of course, the way this video series works is I just take an early look at these matchups this week. Of course, as the week goes on, here at Pick Dawgz, we provide tons of analysis from tons of different cappers, including myself. We have our college football show that we do on Thursday right here on YouTube, as well as free and premium picks on all the games every single day, as well as betting tools and many other things. But, we will have our final videos on this and other games later on in the week as we usually do, but we started doing early look videos on these games. I enjoy it. It gives me a starting point when I start looking at these games. And in this one, Ole Miss taking on Arkansas, and the Hogs certainly had high expectations coming into this year with KJ Jefferson at quarterback, was seen as one of the top quarterbacks, if not the top quarterback in the SEC. But so far for the Hogs, he has not paid many dividends here, just 2-3 for Arkansas, and a real danger here to go 2-4 going on the road in Oxford against an Ole Miss team fresh off a win over LSU. You know, the thing about that win over LSU is there was a horrific call that went against Ole Miss in that game that gave LSU the lead late in the game, and it would have been very easy for Ole Miss to just, fold up the tents and quit and just say, oh, they got over on us, but really not what they did. They fought back and, scored 2 touchdowns on LSU and ended up winning the game, and you got to just say, got to respect the guts of Ole Miss, and why they didn't hold up in that game in Tuscaloosa a couple weeks ago. In hindsight, giving up 24 points against Alabama at Tuscaloosa, really not a lot of shame in that, but it was just surprising that Ole Miss was unable to really move the football on that Bama D. But, of course, it's an Alabama defense, so those days are going to happen, and, Ole Miss won't be the last team that Bama D shuts down this season. Meanwhile, for the Hogs, I just think that the expectations coming in was that they were going to be kind of a next-level team. But as we've seen them try to step it up in recent weeks, it was the loss at home to BYU, the loss at LSU, and then the, which was a heartbreaker. They were in that game the whole way and lost on a last-second field goal. And then last week on the neutral site game at Jerry World, losing to Texas A&M in a game that was fairly tight a good portion of the way, and then Texas A&M put them away in the second half. When we look at Ole Miss, Lane Kiffin certainly had bigger expectations and, possibly beating Alabama this year at Tuscaloosa. And a lot of people were on Ole Miss in that game. They were a super public dog, certainly got a look from me. And early in the week, like in my first impression, I was kind of on Ole Miss's side. But by the time we got to game time, it was clear that what we had on our hands was a public dog. And that's one thing, that we really got to watch out for this season. We saw it last weekend where the public dogs got absolutely crushed like Syracuse and Duke. But the thing is that we look at this one and, Arkansas, this is a lot of points to be giving up against this Ole Miss team. I know Ole Miss has played tough and has really, put their nose to the grindstone. It certainly has the talent and the coaching to put up a big number, but laying double digits in an SEC game, if you don't have to, is certainly not something that I'm all that excited about. I think I'm going to take Arkansas, just an early lean on this one. Of course, my opinion might change as the week goes on, but my early lean is going to be here is to take the points with Arkansas. And, we'll see how it develops as the week goes on. Be sure to tune in Thursday for our live college football show. This will certainly be one of the shows, one of the games that are covered on there. And, of course, we have free and premium picks as well as our final videos that we do at the end of the week. This is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. Check it all out at pickdawgz.com.